Hey, what's up?
It's finally happened.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
He's excommunicado.
Really? He really is?
After all the shit he's done to us, we can finally get him back. Spread the word.
Finally, we can get this motherfucker back. I will spread the word.
Yeah, hey, what's going on?
Boy, do I got some news for you.
So what's the deal? You know, my time is valuable. What's the news?
Finally, we can get at this guy. Get a hold of Bob. He's with him.
You can't. No, that can't be. He's been excommunicated. This is our big chance. I gotta go. I gotta call Bob right away.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey Bob, did you hear the news? I can't believe it. He's been excommunicated. Unbelievable. This is our big chance.
Really? He went that far? He's excommunicado? Holy crap.
Bob, this is it, man. This is it. This is the big opportunity. Promise me, you gotta get this motherfucker.
If I see him, he's a dead man. I don't care who the hell he is. What the hell happened to you?
I've been running. Oh God, I gotta get to a safe place, man. I'm screwed, dude. I'm screwed, man. I've literally been running. I'm excommunicado, man.
Really?
I did something real bad, bro.
What the hell did you do?
Dude, I don't want to get into it. I just need a safe place, man. I need a safe. Can you help me out, man? Please.
Sure, pal.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
I know about the contract.
Bob, come on, man. Dude, come on. We've been friends for 20 goddamn years. Come on, man. Don't do this to me.
The contract is so high. Plus, it gets me in favor with the high table.
I don't do, but dude, our friendship's gotta mean more than that. There's gotta be more, right?
I served the high table, and it serves me in return.
Dude, look, before you pull the trigger, you
Son of a bitch.
You owe me. You owe me.
You do
dude,
this to me now.
You owe me, dude. This you owe me, bro.
I knew this shit would bite me in the ass one day, owing you a favor.
Told you, dude. You owe me. So come on. Yeah? Truth?
I guess for now.
Oh, dude.
Consider this, you get one freebie.
Oh, dude. Oh, one freebie.
Maybe after this review. Maybe.
Well, maybe. Dude, right now, I've got safe passage.
For 5 minutes.
Well, we'll do a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but...
Alright. After this review.
Oh, God, man. I am safe. Maybe not like John Wick, but you know what I mean.
Trust me, you've got plenty of other people to worry about.
I got plenty of other motherfuckers to worry about. Maybe I'm good with you, but I gotta worry where everybody else
Till
is.
the end of the review.
Whew. Oh man, I'm safe for now, but we're not so sure about John Wick, guys.
Trust me, he can take care of himself.
Um,
I'm literally a one-man army.
let's talk about John Wick for a second here, because if you can remember, Bob, we were in the movie theater for John Wick Chapter 2, and at the end of that movie,
We're wondering where the hell it was going.
we saw John Wick was excommunicado. He's running. Everybody's got their cell phones out. They're like,
They're all
oh
just
my.
like looking at him like, oh, your time's running out.
They're like, holy shit, something's up here, and
Apparently there's that many assassins in this movie.
and I remember it cut to black. He's running, and I'm sitting in the theater thinking to myself, holy shit, when is John Wick Chapter 3 coming out? Oh my god, man!
We were wondering. I'm like, hell, you even had a woman with a child. She's like looking up at John Wick. I'm like, she got an Uzi underneath the baby carriage.
I wanted that third movie so badly, because I'm not gonna lie, I look at other films, other series that never got their third film. I look at Hellboy.
Don't even get me started on Hellboy.
That didn't get it. Goddamn, and I wanted a third movie in the Crank series. And we never fucking got that third movie in the Crank series,
I mean,
bitch.
he was like roasted to shit by the end of that movie.
I want my third movies, man. I really do. So when John Wick was getting a third movie, I was like, thank God we're getting
look
it.
How it started. I mean, nobody was expecting this to be such a great film.
When you and I saw the first John Wick together, at that point,
Yeah, I was blown out of my mind after seeing that movie. It was such a... I don't even know how to begin with that movie. It was so damn good.
well, if you remember, before we went into seeing John Wick, Keanu Reeves had a couple of like not so great movies. He did like 47 Ronin and a few other ones
Don't even get me started on that one.
where we're like, he's not that great anymore. So we went into John Wick like, okay, what is he gonna do?
For the action films, the biggest thing he had, other than
The Matrix
the Matrix and Point Break,
with Speed.
don't even get me started with Speed.
You don't like Speed?
I okay with Speed. I hated the ones that came after.
Well, it's better than Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Don't even get me started on that.
But like he had made some mistakes, and once we got out of the first John Wick, we were fucking blown away by it, dude.
I think the main thing that really drew me to that movie, other than the story,
What?
was how well because he did professional training with SEALs to get that kind of training done.
Yes, he was awesome, man. He was absolutely awesome, and to me, man, it was just pure perfection. And the second one was the same way. So here I am thinking of like,
Well, that and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
and it got more action, just like balls to the wall.
This one was like this is like almost like Avengers Endgame, almost type of big in here.
It's
and
huge,
we haven't
man.
even gone, God knows if they make any more after this. I'm like, they kind of do now, the way we've seen this movie. I'm like,
Well, let me ask you, where do you want to start with John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum?
well, let's give you, because you got a couple of new people in this movie. You
do.
Halle Berry,
Halle Berry is
Angelica
in
Houston,
Angelica Houston.
Asia Kate Dillon, who plays the I forget how you say it, Edric.
She's with the high table. Let's put it that way.
She's more like the
She's an adjuster almost.
or a fixer.
Fixer, something to that degree. And
you've got Mark
Mark Dacascos,
Yep.
who is a great martial artist, by the way.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of the same returning people. You've got, of course, Keanu Reeves. You've got Lawrence Fishburne back from the second one.
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane is back.
Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick is back as well. So there's the cast is great.
Yeah.
The cast is absolutely great, man. And basically, it picks up like mere hours after.
I'd say,
probably an hour, right?
Well, I'd say probably like 20, 30 minutes after the last film.
Because it was like light at the end
he
of
was
the
like
film.
running out of time before his excommunicado status took effect.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to find somewhere safe, and he gets...
Well, he's to me, man. He's just like once once he is officially excommunicado, and by the way, I love all of the like little like.
I like the inner details of how their system works.
Oh, I love that stuff, man. That is
hell,
really cool.
even like the where they're doing the paperwork for it.
Yeah.
I noticed that one actor was from the Batman TV series, that the Gotham TV series, was one of the guys who was like sort of like the higher up one.
Yeah.
Is the guy that played the Penguin in that series. You wouldn't have recognized him.
He was.
He had like piercings and shit.
Oh, that guy,
Yeah.
Really? Dude, that's weird. I would have
almost
never
didn't recognize him.
Damn.
I forget the actor's name, but I was like, he looks so damn familiar.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta check that out again. But
I do like how they have like the symbolish tattoos for their thing.
I love that. I love all the inner details of it so much. Same as you. And
that's just that part. That's not counting the stuff that we see later in the film.
Oh, I know. And the thing about it is, once he's officially excommunicado, we're off and running, man.
That point, he just got attacked for somebody who was like, oh, they don't need to know you're not excommunicado yet. And he's at a library trying to retrieve some stuff that would help him later on. And this giant, I forget the actor's name, or the basketball player.
He's actually a basketball player. Crazy enough.
Like, this guy is huge. He's like throwing Wick around like he's like he's nothing.
And basically, it's him just trying to survive and trying to find a way to actually resolve this.
Well, it seems like almost everybody in this show or this movie is like connected to that world. I'm like, even when he goes into a cab, the guy's like, He's running out of time.
He gives the motherfucker a coin, and the guy's like, yeah, I'll take your dog to the Continental. I'm like, you just get in a random cab, and this motherfucker was like, really? Like,
there is a big thing, sort of a theme with this movie. It's about consequences.
Yes, absolutely.
Because the people that helped him out in the last film, they're paying consequences for this.
What I really love about the film, and I didn't really see at the end of the last movie, I didn't really know where they were going to go story-wise with it. I knew that he would have to try to survive, but outside of that, I really didn't know. And what's great is that the idea is that all the repercussions that happened from, well, actually, all of the things that happened from the second film, there are repercussions for it.
Massive repercussions.
There is. And I love that. I love the fact that the high table is like, okay, you guys helped John Wick. You guys didn't do anything about him.
You didn't take his ass out when you had a chance.
We are going to literally bury you guys because of it.
Basically.
I love that, man. I absolutely love that shit.
The only thing I kind of say was a little bit of I can understand she's more of a personnel. Like I said, Kate Dillon's character is the corporate person.
Yeah.
I felt like she was pretty much talking this film. I'm like, I can understand everybody. Not everybody's gonna be an assassin in this movie, but she hires her own personal hit squad. Mark
Dacascos. Oh my god, dude. I will say this much. Speaking about Mark Dacascos and just the action in general,
it was amazing.
Let me ask you this though, because where do you rank the action as far as the first and second John Wick? Is this like taking it to another level,
or
is this
comparing all three films, or just the 1, 2?
Well, as far as the action is concerned, comparing it through all three, do you think this is like the best, or does it like equal to like the other ones?
It's hard to say because they all had some pretty good action sequence. This one's shit alone.
There's some great action in this movie. I ain't gonna lie, man.
There's a fight in a stable. There's a fight with motorcycles. There's a fight just trying to get out of this one place. It was like, I'm not even gonna get into detail because it was just that damn good.
They have in this movie. They have gun fu. They have sword fu.
They have dog fu.
They have dog fu. I mean, god damn, dude. They literally pull out all the stops in this movie, man.
When the educator, or whatever the hell you call it, from the high table hires Dacascos' character.
That is badass.
His team alone is that efficient. They're like ninja-like. They're like reappearing and disappearing out of nowhere.
They're like, they would fit perfectly in like, the first Ninja Turtles movie where where like Shredder's Foot Clan, like they
were the Foot Clan, the Turtles would be dead. They'd be making them in the giant.
They wouldn't even make it out of the sewer. You're like, oh fuck.
I mean, you know what I thought was kind of funny about Mark's character? It was he's just like, oh my god, you're John Wick. I'm like,
yes, he's actually a fan of John Wick, and so
we gotta realize John Wick is such a legendary assassin compared to he's done the impossible stuff. He's probably got such a high status, like almost nobody touches him.
I love that he's a fan, yet he's been hired to do something and he's got to get it done. At the same time,
he has sort of mutual respect for John. He's that exceptional of a killer.
Yes, and also what I appreciate
he gets a little goofy about it too.
I know, I love it.
There's a part where John Wick's sitting in a vehicle, or not a vehicle, but a couch, and he's just like, he's walking up toward him. I was like, he sits right next to him. I was like, this is awkward.
Weird.
Even John's like, I have to move.
I love the funny moments here, but more than that, I do got to give credit where credit is due here, because Keanu Reeves, man,
he pulled it off.
Goddamn, dude, because he is a lot of the action he's doing himself.
He went the extra mile for this movie. I mean, he is like, his character's getting the crap beat out of him.
There are literally sequences where I'm like thinking,
how's he still alive?
How is Keanu Reeves still alive? Like, it's not John Wick, it's just like Keanu Reeves.
There's
dude.
a part where he gets hit by like, I forget how many, it was like at least two or three cars. I'm like, how is this character still moving?
Yeah, I was like, dude.
Even with his previous ones from the previous movies.
Keanu Reeves puts his body on the line. And let me tell you, man, I really appreciate, there's not many action stars anymore that actually like do a lot of their own stunts.
Yeah.
Give Keanu Reeves a lot of credit, and he pulls it off, man. You know, if you think Keanu Reeves, as he's getting older,
he's starting to become a has-been, it's like he pulls it off in this movie.
Or if you think he's slowing down, like, dude, he ain't slowing down, dude. He's
if anything, he's building up for if he's gonna go out, he's gonna go out for a finale.
Yeah, dude, he is awesome here, and like I said, the action in general is just so absolutely amazing.
The fight scenes are so well choreographed.
Oh my god, like I'm amazed. Like, there's a whole end fight sequence with him and two Asian guys with swords, and I won't give too much away, but
these guys are like kicking his ass left and right, but then how he somehow finds a way to turn the tables.
I love the coordination. I love it. It's almost
even
like
they
a dance.
had sort of a mutual respect. Like, you're John Wick, so we'll give you a second. You know,
it's a second to get up and everything. Like I love that.
We want to
man.
fight you at your most competent.
And I will also say this, that Halle Berry also does a really good job with the action as well,
they must have put her through the training too, because she was kicking ass.
She was great, and I saw a video of her like doing training with the gun and everything for the movie. She really did go out and do great.
Like I said, for Keanu, when he did his, he did it with actual Navy SEALs. You got to figure they probably train anybody who does any action sequence in that kind of fighting.
Yeah, I mean, she did a great job, and so she definitely holds her own. She is not like she's not like a flimsy pansy in this or anything at all.
She's somebody you do not want to fuck with.
She is really awesome here, and like I said,
those dogs of hers, Jesus Christ! Like, you don't want to piss them off. There's that one sequence I was like amazed. Where she's like fighting a guy, and there's a guy on top of a. Like she has a dog jump up, probably at least.
It's like
10 feet at least.
Yeah, 10
to 10 feet high. She's like got her back bent down a little bit, so the dog he does like a Super Mario jump.
Yeah, like literally, and I'm like, I love the action here, whether it's with the dogs or with the horses.
You know what another good thing is? The symbolism for the stuff that they do in this film. Like when he goes back to find passage to find out somebody can give him guidance.
Yes.
He goes back to his roots.
Yeah, so it's all about really him getting back to his roots, and him actually, you know, trying to find solutions through people from his past.
Yeah.
And I really did love that, because for me, I'm not gonna lie, what's great about the John Wick world, and it's the same with the first and the second film, is that you take a lot of these people who have had interaction with John Wick in the past, and they are literally part of his world, and there's this silent like thing of like saying, we have a history with you. I know that I have a history, but there's no
hidden.
There's no flashbacks. There's no anything.
I think the mystery is what makes it good.
I like the mystery of you just have to play in your head the fact that maybe you can make up in your own mind what the story is, and I really love that. You don't need everything explained to you or anything like that. I think the world is really rich because of it, and it really feels it in a big bad way, guys. Really, honestly does. Now, speaking of, you know, the history with the characters, it's also really cool to sort of delve into more of the assassin world as well.
Yeah. It amazes me how well connected this world is. Like, you don't even know who's a part of it, who ain't a part of it. And
exactly, right?
I'm like, there's like the scene I said earlier. The guy, he's just getting into a cabin. He just hands the guy a gold coin. I'm like,
okay.
Who the hell isn't a part of this world?
But I love even
a homeless guy's like running out of time, John Wick.
I live in a
gold Rolex. He looks homeless.
I live in a box, but you're screwed, sir. You
work at Wegmans. So I'm like, where are your 3 Rolexes?
I mean, Jesus, man.
And my God. It pay to be an assassin.
It pays to be an assassin. Let me tell you. Can I quit my job?
That's one of the things I said about when we talked about the first movie. Is how the symbolism with the coins and all that, like how they transact their business in this world. Yeah, it's such a unique way to do this instead of like regular cash and stuff.
You know, for me, man, I love sort of, and to me, it was so set up so well in the first John Wick, and in the second one as well. Of just by the time you get to the third one, it's just a natural thing. Somebody gives somebody a coin, and you're like, okay, we know what it means.
You even get to see specialized coins from the chick that works for the high table. She got her own version of the coin. I'm like,
yeah, I love that stuff, man. To me, anytime we delve into the history of the characters or anything into the assassin world, it feels to me like
you're just unwrapping another layer that you haven't seen before.
It makes it more rich to me, and that's what I really enjoy about it, man.
Well, that and in this one, you get to see new parts of the hotel you never even seen before.
Oh God, you know, I love they showed so many wonderful areas. Like there's a whole thing with like a vault that the character of Winston has.
It's like his own his own like panic room, armory type.
Yeah, he's got his own thing. You see this whole area, which is sort of almost this like glass museum almost as well.
I'm like, where did they fit all that? And this hotel must be like 20 levels under the ground or something.
So amazing, dude. I love it so much. I love how there's a respect to the Continental. There's a history to it. Yeah. Like when he's fighting in one sequence where he's fighting Mark Dacascos, like they're right at the Continental, and he literally Mark Dacascos is about to shoot, and he literally steps right on like one of the like.
And of course,
steps.
Big Bad Sharon or Chiron slash Lance Reddick's character comes out. It's like, you're not allowed to do any business on Continental grounds. Like, he's excommunicado. I'm like, do you want to be the same if you violate this rule?
Yeah, well, you can be the same. We're cool with it, but
I mean, eventually the high table person, she's like, I must deconsecrate this ground. Any killing can be done now. Like, that's when all hell breaks loose.
Dude, let me tell you something. It just goes to the next level in so many ways, man.
One thing I will say before you can continue your thought.
Yeah.
Get to see Mr. I forget what Chiron's character, Lance
Reddick, baby.
He pulls out. I was like, it's my time to shine now. He goes all out fighting.
Dude, I've always loved Lance Reddick, man.
He's got that personal badass look into him.
From Fringe and Jonah Hex and
don't even get me started on that.
No.
He's always got that look like he's like, you fuck with me, I'll kill you.
I always love the dude. It's great to see him get some action.
He's got kind of a seriousness to him.
He does, but he always has sort of dry humor with it too, which is always something that I really love.
I love his relationship with John Wick's dog.
I love that so much, man.
I don't know if I want to have that dog here in the second one. He's like, he was rather enjoyable to have around.
That is so awesome, man. He he's a really joy in this movie. Everybody is a real joy in here. And like I said, the movie goes in a lot of really cool, unexpected places. And, you know, I thought that this was going to end as a trilogy. But it does...
Not the way this one goes.
It does leave off in a cliffhanger. And my thought, or my question to you, rather, is...
They have another one in them?
Yeah, do you think they do? Do you think they have another one?
Honestly, the way that they ended this film, if they don't do another one, it's wasted potential.
My thing about it is, like, I'm always so fearful of fourth films, because if you look at, you know, the Bourne trilogy,
Indiana Jones, they're doing a fourth Matrix, so which I'm kind of worried about.
The Alien series.
I wouldn't say the fourth one wasn't too bad.
Well, it could have been a lot better, but it's not bad, I guess. But, I mean, there's a lot of these movies, these series, that go for that fourth film, and they completely screw it up. And you're like, oh, damn, dude.
I mean, so far out of this series, I haven't found a disappointment yet. I mean, like I said, the only thing I felt was kind of weak in this movie was the representative from the high
table, yeah.
But then again, I can understand not everybody's going to be an assassin, either that or they let other people do their personal dirty work.
I will say this much: they do come up with a really great idea for where the fourth film could go.
I mean,
so I will say that much.
I will say this: the high table does piss off some people, and you know they're trying to consolidate their own power. I do
really like that. I think there's a potential for the fourth one.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of hunger for it. I've heard Keanu Reeves' game for doing a fourth one.
Hell, if this is the next one, if they do another one in the final film, go all out. I mean, you pretty much went all out in this one, and I think it did well.
And you know what's really wild is that if you really think about John Wick 1, 2, and 3, they all take place within like a 2 or 3 week time frame.
That's a lot of dead bodies.
It's fucking wild, dude. I mean, it's craziness how much that is,
had the
man.
highest kill count so far.
I mean, you know, some people are like, well, you know, James Bond has a high kill count and Bourne has a high kill count. Dude, John Wick is getting up
our
there.
Our buddy Van must have counted at least 70
in this film alone.
70 to 100.
In this film?
Yes.
Damn.
I mean, don't forget that one sequence where he goes to get guidance. They must have killed like 30 to 40 people right there.
Yeah, I wasn't counting. I was just enjoying the bloodshed, but whatever. I mean
I will say this: the action sequence are phenomenal.
Yeah, we did talk. I mean, the action sequence is there. I mean, we love the action sequence.
Even the backstory with some of the characters. I mean, you don't get a lot told, but I hope you get some characters back, like the Angelica Houston character will come back. And
I'm hoping we get her back. I'm hoping we get Fishburne back. I'm
just wondering who they're going to get for somebody for John. I mean, you got to figure they're going to have like a main secondary villain for him to fight. Yes. I'm like, who could you come up with next?
You got to come up with somebody really
like
just
a personal enforcer for the high table.
Completely badass.
You need to have somebody that almost rivals the John Wick character.
I think they could do it. What's great to me is that I feel like they've literally one-upped themselves every single time. The fourth one could do that. And I do want to give credit where credit is due here. This movie is directed by Chad Stahelski. He ended up co-directing the first film. He directed both the second and the third film.
Yeah.
And he used to be, and maybe still is, Keanu Reeves' stunt double. He ended up...
didn't have to do too much in this film, considering...
well, he was a director, but...
Yeah.
I mean, but for me, he is actually a stunt coordinator as well, and you could really feel it when the action
that's
scenes...
what I think is good, is when you have somebody who knows the actual experience of what you should do and what you shouldn't do in the scene.
It absolutely works. He is a great as a director. He knows the John Wick world. He loves the John Wick world, and I hope that he stays on board. I hope he does the fourth one as well. To me, man, this just one-ups on every single level, and it really is a goddamn joy to watch. What is your final thoughts and grade rating on John Wick 3?
There's only one thing I can say.
Parabellum.
Well, there's only one thing I could say.
What,
The
yeah?
question he got asked in the first movie. John, are you back? I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm back, yeah.
He's back with a vengeance.
That motherfucker's back with
After
a big
the end
bad
of this
way.
movie, he's out for blood.
Damn right he's out for blood.
I mean, I hope we do get the fourth one, because honestly, I think they need to complete it.
I really feel they need to now.
That would be such a tease, like, oh, we're going to cut it off.
I left the second film saying this is going to be a trilogy. I
yeah.
kind of know where it's going to go.
Well, if
and
they cut off at, like, the last one, and that was it, so many people have been so pissed.
Exactly. So I feel like now where they ended the third film, I feel like you can go and spin something really cool out of this.
This gets us our John Wick, you know, it gets our John Wick blood pressure down a little bit until the next one. The next one comes, I'm expecting full out war.
I'm expecting full out war
mean,
for sure, man. I'm expecting it, absolutely.
It makes me wonder if when he does take on the high table, they're going to send probably the worst after him.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. I'm gonna lie.
And John Wick is just like, I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
Kill them all.
And he could, too.
He could, man. I mean, he absolutely could.
Here's one quick thing I'll have to say. Well, this is actually part of my thing.
Yeah.
Is in this assassin world,
Yeah.
you know, you got assassins, like when he does the whole thing with Mark Dacascos and his crew,
Yeah.
they're like appearing and reappearing and disappearing.
Yeah,
and
man.
other people are not noticing this. That, and when he's like killing people in giant crowds, I'm like, how are people not screaming or something? I'm like,
There's literally scenes where
are they in a parallel, an astral projecting or something?
They're literally killing people in broad daylight in front of a huge crowd of people, and nobody fucking
notices.
says a single word.
I
Like,
mean, he slits one guy's throat in the middle of like train station, and like then his body like literally disappeared. I'm like, where'd he go? I'm like, do they evaporate on death or something? Or
well, they have their own personal cleaning service that just just comes and takes. Oh, thank you.
do a cleanup job.
Yeah, why do I have to clean up your shit? No, okay.
But no, I mean, you get more. Compared to what I said in previous films,
Yeah.
like I said, I like the fight scenes were amazing.
Yeah.
A little bit of the backstory we get was amazing.
Mm.
I think this movie is I don't see almost any flaw other than the educator thing.
Yeah, which wasn't as exciting as it could have been, but it still was
just
okay.
like, you know, we're having a problem with John Wick. We need to have him taken care of. I can understand, like I said, I understand her character's not an assassin. She's more of like a corporate type.
Yes.
But I just didn't feel like she was as effective as the previous bad guys.
Sure.
I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll get to see her do something in the next movie if she does reappear.
Maybe.
I love that we saw more of the Continental. We get to see actually get John Wick getting a little bit back up, you know, even though they didn't last that long.
No.
I mean, for assassins, they weren't really that good.
They were red shirts, to put it that way.
Yeah.
They were red shirts.
It's good to see our boy Lance Reddick kick some ass.
Always cool to see our boy.
He got kind of get pissed off after the first fight against the crew that gets sent.
You're laughing your ass. I like that you are.
He gets his shotgun out, armor piercing rounds.
The armor piercing. With armor piercing, you can take these motherfuckers out.
Basically turn those guys into paste.
Jeez.
And there was a little bit of a twist at the end. I was like, I wasn't expecting that, but who knows? Maybe there was a future plan in the next movie with Winston.
There is, which we won't give anything away, but yes.
Like I said, I did like the background of how the inner workings of the assassin world work with the excommunicado and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We get to see a little bit of the high table, even though very limited.
Very limited, but definitely a tease.
We get to see a little bit of John's past,
Sure.
and actually his true name other than John Wick.
Yes, which is very cool as well. There's a lot of cool inner workings and cool little Easter eggs for fans, for sure.
I mean, the action sequence alone just got me into this film. I mean, there's an amazing fight scene after he starts getting chased where he's just breaking into stuff in an old antique weapon shop. You're just like fighting and trying to survive all these guys. I mean, he's killing the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this movie had like literally perfect action sequences. I did
agree.
not find a flaw in
I
any
agree.
of them.
I loved them.
Considering Keanu did all his personal stuff, that's right there. I mean, I gotta give you props, man. You really pulled it off. I mean, you jumped the game compared to the last two movies.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that minor thing, I'd have to give this movie, I would say perfect A+, but I'll give it an A+.
You're not okay. So you're not like
Not like pure perfect. It's like if you were to do a percentage,
Yeah.
100%. I think is like I said, if the corporate thing was a little bit more menacing,
yeah.
you know, like you could actually see that she actually does some physical work, but
Okay.
she doesn't do it a lot.
So you're at a very high,
Like
high
90,
like A.
98.5%
Okay,
out
so
of
you're at a
100.
very high A.
It's better than an F.
Okay. Oh, well, that's for sure. I mean, I think if you get
Trust
an F,
me,
I would
we've
be-
seen some F
We
movies.
sure have. For me, I'm not gonna lie, man. This movie, I was so pumped to see it, especially after the second film, which just really just like blew my fucking mind away. And absolutely, 110%. And for me, you know, it surpassed all of my expectations,
Yeah.
and even then some. And for me, I love Keanu Reeves, and Keanu Reeves is, you know, we always talk about who's the next action guy and everything. He is literally this generation. You could almost say he's this generation's like Charles Bronson or something, of just like somebody that when you see a Keanu Reeves action movie, you know this motherfucker's gonna kick ass.
Yeah.
And it is really, really fantastic. I love the action. I love the inner workings of the characters and the world. I think the comedy really works as well. I think it's really effective, and I think that the comedy is a nice little complementary piece to the movie. Little moments where it breaks the tension a little bit, which I liked as well. Oh man, the directing was fantastic. The acting was great from everybody. For me, this is an A+, man. It's an A+ without a shadow of a doubt. It is definitely worth seeing.
It's rare that we get two A+.
It's rare that we give 2 A+, but not only that, you before going to see this movie, you definitely have to see the other two movies before seeing
Yeah,
this
'cause
one.
you won't understand what's going on.
Yeah, so definitely do that, guys. But by all means, this is a must-watch. Abso-goddamn-lutely.
So, Seth,
Yeah,
you know, I know that you're excommunicated now, and
I
you
am,
know,
and thank you for giving me safe passage. I do appreciate
I
it.
mean, I did tell you that
What?
this, you know, this favor returning that you gave to me,
Yeah.
I told you it was good till the end of the review, and the review's over.
Yeah,
So,
but you're a good.
Your marker's done.
Bob, come on, man. Don't please don't do this to me.
I'm sorry to say, but the contract is too damn good.
I know, but our friendship.
No, you know, it's money, and you know, money's very important, and it's good. It's good to have a good favor with the high table.
And but you love doing the reviews with me and everything, and you love.
But I enjoy money more.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you have safe passage for me, definitely let me know. And let us know what you think of John Wick Chapter 3 and the whole series so far. We would love to know. Well, he may be alive to see. I may not be. Again, please.
Goodbye, Seth.